Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a horror film, Devil's Playground. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. The movie begins with Cole, a scientist for NGen Pharmaceutical Company, speaking to a computer and confessing that he murdered, tortured, and destroyed lives for the company. His face is a mess as attack wounds are all over. 2 months earlier, the director of the pharmaceutical company introduced RAK-295 to the public. It is a performance-enhancing drug and was supposed to help people in coping up with everyday stress. 30,000 volunteers participated when the program was launched. At that time, the director assured the media that he was not concerned about negative side effects. The director is confident in their product. A month later, it turns out the final stage of the testing went horribly wrong. The pharmaceutical company will face countless lawsuits due to its experiment. Many volunteers experienced extreme side effects like high fever, vomiting, and internal bleeding. Cole can only watch from a hospital window in shock as he sees test subjects screaming and experiencing the same symptoms as the other patients. As Cole reviews the files, one patient is unaccounted for. Her name is Angela. She's the only one missing among all the 30,000 who volunteered. Cole must find her by all means because she might have not been affected. Meanwhile, Joe, Angela's husband, is released from jail. Joe has been accused of killing a 14-year-old kid. Joe is still nursing his shoulder injury from the incident. Soon after, a friend fetches him from the jail. Joe promises to pay back all the money he owes his friend and mentions that he wants to see his wife Angela, as she deserves to know that he did not commit the crime he has been accused of. At the same time, Cole and his replacement go to Angela's flat, but she is not there. The landlord comes in and sees them inside. Cole's replacement punches the landlord, forcing him to tell them that Angela left 2 months ago. Cole's replacement continues to beat the landlord, but no new information has been provided. Cole asks his replacement to let the man go, as he's experiencing flashbacks of his previous crimes. The replacement then grabs a towel and gives it to the landlord. Subsequently, Angela expresses interest in seeing her husband despite what happened. Her stepbrother and friend, Kate, are neither thrilled with the idea. The stepbrother leaves as he's about to report for work. They used to work together with Joe. Later, the stepbrother arrives at the Marine Support Unit. While the stepbrother is talking to his boss, an employee asks for help as another employee is attacked on her way to work. Meanwhile, Cole and his replacement report back to NGen. They meet the director. Cole reminds the director that he's done at the end of the month. He can't do it anymore, and he wants out. But the director does not make any commitment if he lets Cole go. The director turns to discuss their next move. They are concerned about Angela, as she's the only one who is not admitted to any hospital. Then, Cole's replacement receives a voice message from his man, who was tasked to locate Angela from her stepbrother's place. The phone is passed over to Cole. He can hear a woman screaming, but he can't make sense of what's going on. The director then asks to bring Angela over. Later, they go inside to check on their first test subject. Just 1 week after receiving the initial dose, he experienced an allergic reaction. 2 days later, the first test subject's body and his cellular makeup change. The patient then starts convulsing as the power goes out. When the power is back, the patient is already up and starts to attack them. A crew aims a gun at the patient, but shoots the doctor instead. The crew is then bitten to death by the patient, who is now acting like a cannibal. When he turns his attention to Cole, Cole manages to hit his head and then shoots the back of his head multiple times until he runs out of bullets. The director asks the scientist what he has done. That's not supposed to be the effect of the drug. While figuring out what just happened, the staff bites Cole's hand. Everyone is terrified. What they witnessed was something out of a movie, a super athletic cannibal who almost killed all of them. Meanwhile, Angela's brother and a colleague are tying their boat at a dock when they see an explosion from a nearby building. He then calls the station to report a request for backup, but he gets no response. Moments later, his boss steals the boat and leaves them behind. They go back to the station to find out what's going on. They are surprised to realize that they are the only ones left. They can see from the monitor that it's chaos out there. Eventually, Angela and Kate go outside and witness some people manifesting cannibalistic behavior. They are being restrained by the police. They immediately go back inside. Angela then receives a message from her stepbrother for them to meet at a particular site. Angela then says that they are going to fly out in a helicopter. The thing is, the helicopter can only accommodate 4 passengers, including the pilot. Later, Cole wakes up and helps the scientist trapped under a cabinet. The scientist can't believe what he just saw. Right outside the door, they can see that the director has been infected and is now a cannibal as well, trying to get in. Cole looks at his wound and asks the scientist what he can do. The scientist gives him a viral suppressant. There are only 3 of them. The suppressant is supposed to control the infection for 18 hours. Afterward, they then go outside. But soon, the scientist is killed by Cole's replacement. The replacement sees his wound and attempts to grab his gun. Cole warns him not to make a move. When he refuses to listen, Cole shoots him in the head. Cole collects the bullets and is about to leave. He suddenly falls down due to pain. The virus is turning him into a cannibal. Luckily, Cole immediately injects himself with the suppressant. He manages to reach the basement of the building, but he's stunned to see strong and athletic cannibals chasing people and attacking them. Meanwhile, Angela and Kate get in a car, trying to escape from the cannibals. Cole arrives a few seconds later, but is a little too late. He lets himself in and discovers the plate number of the car she's driving. Joe and his friend find out on the news that a state of emergency has been declared in the UK. He wants to protect Angela as it's not safe out there, but his friend assures him that she will be alright and might even be somewhere safer. Back in the chaos, Angela and Kate are stuck in traffic. It seems like the vehicles are not even moving. Outside, some cannibals are chasing those that have not been infected yet. She needs to make a move now. Angela hits a couple of cars before she can free their vehicle. Cole can close in as soon as they are away from the traffic. A police officer that has been turned goes after Cole. He shoots the cannibal in the chest. Cole is not certain if that's enough to kill the beast. He anticipates that the infected officer will attack again. Moments later, the cannibal cop breaks his passenger window. He then chokes him, but the cop remains persistent and refuses to die. Cole leaves his car and steals a taxi instead. Cole continues on his mission to locate Angela. On his way to tail their car, his car runs out of gas. He then runs towards the mountain while the cannibals chase him. Fortunately, Cole manages to hide from the bloodthirsty fiends. Eventually, Angela and her friend manage to reach where Joe and his buddy are hiding. Her car is almost wrecked at this point. The couple is reunited, but Angela is giving him the cold shoulder. Angela then mentions they must go to the evacuation area, where his stepbrother will fly them out on a helicopter. His stepbrother's colleague is a pilot. He happens to be Joe's replacement at work. This upsets Joe as his colleagues turn their backs on him. They are convinced that he's guilty. Joe wants everyone to stay where they are instead of risking their lives outside on their way to the evacuation site. While they are arguing about their next move, they notice that some are desperate to get in. Joe opens the door, and a man and a woman are saved. Moments later, a cannibal breaks in. Joe's friend kills him with a shotgun. The couple mentions that the cannibal after them was their colleague. He was bitten and started to attack them. They are also warned that people are running away from the city. Now is the best time to go to the evacuation site. The problem is that the helicopter can only accommodate 4 passengers, and there are 6 of them now. Soon Cole can locate where Angela and everyone else are hiding. Angela's friend sees him and warns everybody. As Cole gets closer to the door, he gets knocked down from pain again. He grabs the second virus suppressant to save some time, then gets in. At this point, the cannibals are already within the area. Cole helps them kill the cannibals when they manage to locate them. Meanwhile, Angela's stepbrother and his friend abandon the station as it's no longer safe. They are being chased by the cannibals. The friend is badly wounded, but they can get to a boat away from danger. They are headed to the site where the helicopter is. The couple recognizes Joe. They saw him on TV, who was reported to have shot a kid trying to steal a boat. Cole shares his plan on what they can do to get away from the cannibals. He is told about the helicopter that will be flying them out. Now there are even more of them as their number is now 7. Cole suggests that the helicopter makes 3 separate trips. He will join the last, but Joe is not thrilled with the idea as the pilot might not come back, or the helicopter may run out of gas. Joe wants to be in a van with Angela instead. Cole insists that he goes by himself, and Angela goes with the rest of the group. Joe and Cole have a standoff. While Joe is preoccupied, Cole shows his ID to Angela. He tells her that he's here to find out what her condition is, as all the rest of the participants of the trial have turned into cannibals. Angela is the only one that remains normal. He tells her that she is the only one that can stop the outbreak. Cole informs her that she needs to be flown out of the country and into a lab to run some tests. Angela can't believe what she's hearing and is visibly upset with this plan. Joe follows her to calm her down. Angela then tells her husband she's one of the 3,000 participants of the trial, as she needs the money to rebuild her life. She assures her that she does not have any symptoms. Angela then admits that she's pregnant. The two share a hug without hormone let go, before Cole comes in to tell them that they need to move. Joe informs Cole that Angela is pregnant with their child. Whether she is immune or not, Angela is coming with him. He will not allow Angela to be used in another experiment. Moments later, the cannibals storm in, forcing them to leave. To get away, Cole has to blow up a fuel drum filled with gas. The team is divided into 3 in different vehicles. Meanwhile, Angela's stepbrother and his friend manage to arrive at the location. He has to leave his friend on the boat as he is starting to turn. He goes to where the helicopter is and is terrified to see blood everywhere. In addition, nobody can fly the helicopter as the pilot just turned into a cannibal. While looking for a new hiding place, Joe's friend is attacked and bitten by a cannibal. When the cannibal turns to Angela's friend, he takes this chance to take the cannibal's back and break his neck. They survive, but he's severely wounded. Joe and Angela can address the elephant in the room. Joe explains his side as to what really happened and what he would have preferred to happen. He promises not to let her down again. The couple that they saved earlier locks Kate and Joe's friend outside. Kate keeps hitting the door, forcing the man to finally open it. She then slaps him in the face. Joe and Angela are reunited with them. Joe is devastated to see his friend dying. Later, Joe confronts Cole holding a knife. Cole assures him that he'll protect Angela, as he does not want Joe to become like him. He then hands Joe a gun so that his friend can use it to kill himself. Angela's stepbrother can contact the base from the helicopter. He has 12 hours to reach the site. Moments later, his friend, who had just turned into a cannibal, starts chasing him. Luckily, the stepbrother manages to run away without hurting his friend. While in a van, Angela asks Cole to stop. She changes his mind. Cole convinces her that she's the only hope for a cure. Looking at the side mirror, Angela can see several cannibals heading their way. Cole hits the gas and tries to escape, but soon after, the van crashes. Cole and Kate are left behind. Cole manages to step out of the wrecked van while Kate cannot move. A metal rod is stuck in her neck, killing her instantly. When Joe catches up, he aims a gun at Cole. Angela reasons out with him why she needs to do this. Cole then knocks Joe out and carries him on his shoulders. They reach the helicopter site and find out they can't use it. Angela's stepbrother explains that the cannibals are scared of water and that their hope of survival is to use the boat. As they move towards the boat, the man starts to shake and turns into a cannibal. His wife takes Angela as her hostage and demands Cole help her husband. Joe aims a gun at her and then knocks her out. Cole shoots the woman in the leg. When the rest of the team is about to board the boat, a cannibal tries to attack Angela's stepbrother. Joe comes over to help, but he gets bitten. Joe decides to stay. He and Cole decide to face the cannibals and fight them. Joe is overwhelmed and is killed moments later. The movie ends with Cole deciding not to use the remaining suppressant. Being part of the chaos he helped create, he prefers to die with it. He then grabs a chainsaw and walks outside his hiding place. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.